Hello and welcome to Harbour Unboxed. I'm your host Matt, and today we're looking at Logitech's flagship surround sound speaker system, the Z906. I've personally been a long-time user of Logitech's previous flagship model, the Z5500, and it's been really good as a one-size-fits-all solution for gaming, movies, TV, music, basically anything I could throw at it. Admittedly, I'm not a massive audiophile, but I do like a good system when I hear it, and I do love having plenty of volume at my disposal. The Z906 is rated at a whopping 500 watts RMS, which is going to be plenty for anyone in their bedroom or living room. I know the Z5500s have been for me. Let's open up the box now and take a look inside. As you can see, it's a pretty big, heavy box. Up top we've got just the instruction manual. It's pretty smart packaging, so a little bit of cardboard here holding it together, and then you've actually got two handles where you can slide out the subwoofer box pretty easily. So we'll take a look at that first. Alright, now let's take a look at the subwoofer itself. So it's an 8-inch side-firing ported sub. This is actually 2 inches smaller than the Z5500, which was a 10-inch sub. It's actually got slightly less power as well rated. It's 165 watts compared to the 187 on the Z5500. Spinning it round, got all your inputs along the back and the color-coded speaker wires. And you'll also notice, compared to the 5500, you don't have the amp and the big heatsink on the outside. So they've actually fitted that inside the box this time, and hopefully there's no heat issues. We've just got the power cord. That's pretty much it. So it's a little understated, nice black sleek design, which should fit into your living room a little more subtly than the Z5500 box did. Now popping open the other internal box. So on top we've got a little remote control. So only a few buttons on this guy, and honestly it's really light, very cheap feeling if I'm honest. Just sort of matte, smooth plastic, and it takes 3 AAA batteries, which is quite a lot. Good news, Logitech has included the batteries. Buttons, you've just got level, volume up and down, effect, power, you can select input, and the mute button, and that's it. Now here's the bundled in speaker wire. It is only 18 gauge speaker wire, however you can slot in thicker wire if you wish, but 18 gauge is going to be plenty for mainstream users, which this product is aimed at. Here are the speakers themselves, the satellites and the center speakers. So I'll just pop one out of the plastic. There's 335 watts RMS coming out to these 5 speakers, which is a lot. It should be plenty. It's more than the Z5500's had. Design wise, I like these. These are nice. So on the bottom we don't have feet or a stand. There's just these two smooth rubber pads, which is nice. The design is all black and it matches the sub. This should fit into your living room a lot better than the 5500s did. They had a bit of silver and tried to sort of, I don't know if they're going for a fancy look, but they didn't really look like sleek and premium. This will fit into your living room a lot better, I feel. They are quite weighty, and on the back they've actually included a bit of screw thread so that you can mount them to your wall if you wish, although there's no mounting gear included. You have to supply that yourself. We've also got just the plain 3.5mm audio jack cables here. And lastly, we've got the center console control. So pop that open for you. So what I do like is this is stackable with all your other entertainment units. So the longer, flatter sort of portrait design. Buttons wise, we've got power. You can select your input here, so there's 6. You can have up to 6 inputs, which is pretty cool. You can choose the effect, so you're selecting the decoding system there. We've got a mute button and level. There are some LED lights. I think they're all orange on this device. This actually shows you which of the speakers is firing when. And of course, we've got just your volume control in the middle, so it matches the rest of the styling, just sleek black, pretty subtle and understated, which is nice. Now the moment I've been waiting for, let's plug these in, see how they sound. If you are going to set up the system in your living room and watch movies in the dark, then you might find the standard LEDs a little bit bright on the center console and a bit distracting. I thought if they were going to go with a premium sort of advanced feel, then an LCD screen like on the Z5500s probably would have been a better choice. My only other complaint usability wise was the remote control. Like I mentioned earlier, it's pretty ugly, cheap and tacky feeling, and I thought Logitech could have done better. Performance wise, the Z906 as much as you'd expect from Logitech, and I thought it really fits the current $330 bill. You get plenty of bass, clear mid-range, and more distortion-free volume than you're ever going to need in your bedroom. Features-wise, while 6 inputs was plenty, I thought that the lack of a HDMI pass-through was a real letdown and an oversight by Logitech, especially in a product that's trying to infiltrate the living room. Screw threads on the rear of the speaker was a nice touch and a good improvement on the Z5500s, and I also like that Logitech stuck with standard speaker wiring. So overall, if you're looking for a powerful system to use with your PC that you could also use in your living room if you aren't expecting movie theatre quality, then the Z906 could be the way to go. This has been Matt from Hardware Unboxed. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time.